Editorials. This is how one drops bars. How? They said the bartender wasn't courteous, said his name was Zeus and his son is Perseus. Born poor, so he knew he couldn't be a king, and that his insolence would lead him to the guillotine. Jack the Ripper said that we should be a team. That was the first time that I had seen a spleen. Beats all day, machines stay on. Took a break and smoked the green crayon. I'm a G, I served David in the sequel. Took Columbus's smallpox and gave it to the people. Sleep on me, here's a handmade quilt. Wanted my own studio and had a man cave built. Constantly moving, we can't stay still. This is how we show our fan base skill. But my shows ain't seen by 1,000 eyes. Nah, more like 10, that's a crowd of 5. Hollered at the mic like, may I have a word? I got something to say that you haven't heard. She remembers my prepubescent body changing, cause hip-hop was there during potty training. Turn it up so the masses hear it bang, and experience an atmospheric change. I be serving them, trying to be discreet about it, but people post it so their people now can read about it. By myself, homie, had the whole street surrounded. They show up skeptical, but they leave astounded. Captivate the crowd, must have been how Jesus sounded. I'm looking for that sticky tree with bees around it. It's a greenish, brownish, sort of orangish bud. I'm trying to break off the most enormous nug. We share an intimate form of love. Yeah, and with her, my performance was fresh. My expiration date ain't close. Grade A flows, but no payday gross. Just an innovator, a mic, a pen and paper, plus a demonstrator. And like a minute later, and I don't partake in psychedelic drugs, but I do drink and like the smell of buds. I stay around trees like Bigfoot, but never too far from a mic input. She said get rid of it, this poor cat's a hoarder. Still has his first 4-track recorder. This girl was like, it ain't sentimental, is it? I said, of course I made my first instrumental with it. I make beats, but not this one, Ben made it. We chopped the sample up like that, then save it. One time, I was working on a really dope beat, then my kid came along and pulled out the power cord. We're the ones, neighbors hate on the housing tract. Shut the block down for a jousting match. Reclaiming zoos with a gang of fools. I came with 2 pissed kangaroos. Woke up a little more older with the uniform of a Civil War soldier. We've got some great news for him. If you see him, tell him we want him to rock at a museum. For sure, he's been out drinking with that fool Ian, but he's back, you can tell him when he's through peeing. Verses in his notebook, verses in his phone, verses in his work truck, and verses in his home. I can't believe I just lost a verse. Man, like 14 bars. Fire too.